Hi, I'm James. Today I'm going to show you how you can turn this into this, picnic table for squirrels. For this project, you'll need a table saw, miter saw, basic measuring and marking tools, and some way to drive small nails. I'm using a brad nailer to avoid splitting the material, but if you're careful, a hammer works fine as well. And of course, some wood. I'll be cutting all the pieces for this project out of a roughly 2-foot piece of scrap 2x4 I had laying around, and worked all the dimensions backward from there to yield as little waste as possible. The final table is around 8 inches square and half a foot tall. All of the parts for this project come from one of two common dimensions, 1.5 inches by 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch by 1/2 inch. So the next few shots show me cleaning up an edge of the wood and ripping it all to 1/2 inch wide. This is the size we'll be using for our tabletop and the seats. After that, you'll see me take about half the pieces and rip them in half again to create the material for the legs and the stretchers. The parts for the top and the seats all get cut to 7 inches long, where stretchers are cut to 5 and 8. The angle of the legs is only determined by what looks right, and my saw's stop at 22.5 degrees seem to work best. These get the same miter cut on both ends and are 6 inches long. To construct the table, we'll assemble the top and seats as separate parts, then use the legs to tie everything together. I'm using cut-off scrap to ensure that everything lines up, driving one nail to tack things in place, checking for square, then reinforcing the joints with additional nails. Since the legs sit outside of the stretchers, I line up an offcut to the edge of the slats and use that to inset the cross piece, the same width that will be taken up by the legs later. If everything worked out correctly, the tabletop should just fit inside of the seats. The outer corner of the legs should be placed at the inner corner of the top slats and tacked into place. Once these are all done, you can insert the seat, adjust the height, check for level, and then tack it into place as well. With that, major assembly is done, and you can go around to each joint and reinforce with extra nails as needed. You are now ready to open up your very own squirrel cafe. Thanks for watching.